Some women walk into a room and nobody notices. And then there are women who walk into a room and shift the entire energy without even trying. And it's not because they're loud, not because they're desperate for attention, not because they're performing, but because their energy speaks before they do. People feel them immediately. The confidence, the self-worth, the self-respect, the groundedness, the peace, the certainty within themselves. And the truth is, that type of woman is rare today because society has spent years teaching women to disconnect from themselves, to shrink themselves, to suppress themselves, to abandon themselves, to overgive, to oversacrifice, to seek approval before trusting themselves. So when a woman finally becomes deeply connected to herself, people feel it immediately. You see, this type of woman changes the energy of every room because she is deeply connected to herself. And connection to self is powerful. Most people today are disconnected from themselves, disconnected from their intuition, disconnected from their worth, disconnected from their peace, disconnected from their desires, disconnected from who they truly are underneath societal conditioning. But this woman, she knows herself deeply. She has taken the time to learn herself, what aligns for her, what doesn't align with her, what drains her, what fulfills her, what kind of life she wants, what kind of energy she wants around her, what will she tolerate, what will she never tolerate again. And because she knows herself, she carries herself differently. That's what people are feeling when she enters the room. They're feeling self-awareness. They're feeling confidence. Real confidence, not loud confidence, not fake confidence, not validation seeking confidence, no, but grounded confidence. The type of confidence that comes from truly knowing who you are. And one thing about grounded women is that their energy naturally affects environments because energy is contagious. A peaceful woman changes the room. A confident woman changes the room. A healed woman changes the room. A woman deeply rooted within herself changes the room. And many people are not used to experiencing women like that because for years, women have been conditioned to suppress themselves, especially in patriarchal systems. Women have been taught to be small, quiet, self-sacrificing, over-accommodating, emotionally available to everybody except themselves. Many women are so busy pouring into everybody else that they never even get the chance to fully pour into themselves. And over time, that disconnects women from their own essence. But a self-centered woman reconnects with herself intentionally. And society hates self-centered women because self-centered women stop abandoning themselves. This woman prioritizes her peace, her health, her body, her joy, her goals, her desires, her healing, her future. And because she prioritizes herself, she begins glowing differently energetically. That glow people talk about, it's not always physical beauty. Sometimes it's self-love. Sometimes it's emotional peace. Sometimes it's nervous system regulation. Sometimes it's confidence. Sometimes it's alignment. Sometimes it's the absence of chaos. You see, people can feel when a woman genuinely loves herself, and that energy is magnetic because it's rare. Many women have been emotionally beaten down by life, by trauma, by relationships, by family conditioning, by religion, by societal expectations, by constantly having to survive instead of fully live. So when a woman enters a room fully connected to herself, people notice it immediately. And it's not because she's trying to dominate the room either, but because she authentically is powerful, and authenticity stands out in a world full of performance. This woman is not trying to fit into everybody else's box. No, she already knows who she is. And that changes the way she walks, the way she talks, the way she dresses, the way she observes, the way she carries herself, the way she responds to people. She does not seek approval constantly. No. And women who do not seek approval move differently. You see, this woman also understands the importance of protecting her energy. She does not entertain chaos. She does not entertain draining environments. She does not entertain people who disturb her peace. No. And because she protects her energy, her aura remains strong. Many women are energetically drained because they are constantly emotionally accessible to everyone. Everybody's problems, everybody's dramas, everybody's expectations. But this woman understands boundaries. And boundaries preserve her energy. That preserved energy creates presence. And presence is powerful. You see, some women walk into a room physically, but emotionally and energetically, they are absent because they are disconnected from themselves. But this woman, she is fully present within herself. That presence commands attention naturally, not forced attention, natural attention. And another thing about this type of woman, she trusts herself deeply. That trust removes desperation from her energy because desperate energy repels. Grounded energy attracts. You see, this woman is not emotionally chasing people to validate her existence. She already knows who she is. And because she knows who she is, people around her begin feeling more grounded too. That is why self-centered women inspire people without even trying, because people can feel what self-love feels like through them. And when someone experiences a woman fully connected to herself, it reminds them how disconnected they may be from themselves. That is why some people admire this type of woman while others become intimidated by her. Because confidence exposes insecurity, peace exposes chaos, alignment exposes confusion. And a woman deeply rooted within herself becomes a mirror to everybody around her. And that kind of energy changes rooms naturally. You see, this woman also understands that her life belongs to her, not society, not systems, not no patriarchy, not people's expectations, but her. And because she understands this, she creates life intentionally. She does not wait for permission to become who she truly is. She allows herself to flow in her true essence. And women flowing in their essence is powerful because many women were never allowed to do that safely. They were taught to suppress their emotions, suppress their desires, suppress their voice, suppress their confidence. But this woman broke out of that mentally. And once a woman mentally frees herself, her energy becomes undeniable. You see, the women who changes rooms are not always the loudest women. Sometimes they are the calmest women, the most grounded women, the most self-aware woman, the most aligned woman, because true feminine power is not performance, it is presence. And a woman deeply connected to herself will always shift the energy around her naturally, not because she's trying to be powerful, but because self-love, peace, confidence, alignment, and authenticity are powerful on their own, period.